Welcome back, I'm Dr. Ruckus, and today in top 150 Mythic or so, we're playing Bant enchantments. A little bit different from Azorius enchantments, because we have green, which gives us one, the Venerated Rot Priest. Kind of an interesting card, can completely win the game by itself, especially since we're targeting lots of stuff with our Hexproof stuff, or Draw Engine Combat Research stuff, and Sheltered by Ghosts. You can also copy it with the Silent Hull Creeper, which is often already played in Azorius enchantments. You can have it become a copy of another target creature you control, which gives you 2 Rot Priests. That's a lot of toxics to go around. And green also gives you access to the Royal Treatment, which is an instant that also comes in with an enchantment roll for +1/+1 and Ward 1 that sticks around, kind of like the Shard Mage's Rescue, but also with Ward 1. And lastly, we get access to Ivy, Gleeful Spell Thief. It can copy your targeted spells onto itself as well, which ends up being a lot of targeting and a lot of extra value, especially if you can drop a combat research on another creature, plus Ivy, both go into town. It's quite nice. We're going to try this out. There is no editing today. My editor is on, what are we doing here? My editor is on his honeymoon. So, we're doing another classic Dr. Ruckus raw video. And don't do best of 3, my goodness. We'll see how it goes. I did some testing with a different version. It did not go very well. So, I don't know. This is probably a 50-50 deck. We're probably not going to knock it out of the park, but we'll see. You never know. 0 blue. Well, we got the Scavenger. I think we still keep this. Alright, it's a 1-drop. Please don't have turn 1 cut down. No. I think we'll get rid of the Creeper. I like combat research. That's a card. I don't know. Let's see. Oh man, they'll definitely have nowhere to run. Which, as much as I like to dookie on that card, it's finding its perfect home against us right here. So this is actually going to be a very tough matchup for that exact reason. We don't even have... Oh, yes, it's tough. No blue. It's not good at all. We have to just sit here. Yeah, there's the card that's going to annihilate our deck. Well, let's see where they go with it. So if we go double enchantments... even single enchantment actually is enough to survive this. So, it's 3/4, which means it does survive. Okay, not so bad. Blue not showing up yet. I guess we'll bin the cards we cannot cast. Well, now they're kind of in a pickle, because if Nowhere to Run is their biggest removal spell, Fear of Isolation, pick it back up. They'll try again another time. That's nice. I think we'll drop it on the Rot Priest. Do you think they have the second Nowhere to Run? I think that's their only removal. If we want both to get in, we could just... Do you think they'll have the second Nowhere to Run? What else do they have? I don't think they run Cut Down, right? I think we can kind of just go for it here. Alright. Everyone's getting in there. We'll see if they chump or not. To 11. Draw up. Pair of 4/4s both survive Nowhere to Run, unless they have duplicates. Or they also have Cut Down, but I don't think Cut Down... Oh, there's the next land. They could double Nowhere to Run here. What else? I guess they could bounce stuff. Bottomless Pool. What are we doing? Paying the extra ward? Okay. It's bounced. We keep the scavenger though. Well, now they can block that and know where to run. So I guess we're just flashing in the entity tracker. No attacks. We flash it in, they kill it immediately with nowhere to run, but gotta do something. Okay, they pick up the bounce spell. That's pretty annoying. And it returns. They bounce our 4/4. Everything falls off. We're off to a decent start. But this is fairly bad because the last card we want to play just dies immediately and nowhere to run. To 14. I mean, we'll flash it in. We got to get it through it somehow. Dies immediately. I could have waited. It's when the enchantments enter, not when they're cast. So there is a window if you feel like waiting. Could flash in the next tracker. Just for the draw. Potential draws. 4 damage per turn. Yeah, I think I'd rather flash in the tracker here. They're going to level this up, aren't they? Draw an extra card. Can't stop that, though. Alright, I think we're going to try to flash in the next tracker. I think your chance of winning is low. Yeah, just picking up the removal spell is going to murder us here. We're off to an awkward start. And then we had kind of a nice... Oh, they pick up that one instead. Interesting. We had kind of a nice window. What are we going to drop off here? I think I want the card draw. Which means either the Scavenger or the Rot Priest goes. I don't... The Scavenger might go here. It's possible we could find a Rot Priest win. 4 to the face. Something else. Ooh, return it. Alright, we're totally toast then. Because we can't handle the last pickup of nowhere to run. It's going to be game. It's going to be a loss for our first game. That's okay. People are obsessed with this deck. I don't think it's as good as people think. It's beating us, but we're playing like kind of a bad deck. 1 blue open. Well... I guess we could go after Kaito. And we'll try to flash in, I guess, the rescue to save the tracker if they try to... It's gotta be now. That should be game because they'll kill our last blocker and then we just can't get through it. So there's no way to do it. Unless we draw into something else. Unless we draw into another flash that would make the Rot Priest even bigger to survive the nowhere to run, and then we could block with it. Because they can tap it down anyway. No, I think we've basically lost here. Yeah, this was a bad game for us. I mean, nowhere to run is going to annihilate this deck specifically because it relies so heavily on 1-mana hexproof cards, and they become useless. Yeah, so there's the last spell. Attack for 7. We're at 5. So that's game. We'll go to the next one. Let's try to get an opponent that their only removal spell doesn't just completely annihilate us. Also check your comments in between if we have a slow opponent. I feel like there have been some decent ones lately. Can you sack a prototype Phyrexian to Flesh Quarter to the Conquest and get it back for full price? Yes, I actually thought about that. This is in the deck I played yesterday. The Lich Knight's Conquest deck. On the draw. Yeah, we'll keep it. I did think about it. I was already having a hard time making space for all the things that I wanted to play. I really wanted to go 4 Carnosaurs into 4 Zombifies, because that's just such a satisfying sequence. And then as soon as I realized the Lich Knight's Conquest thing, really wanted to run 4 of those too. I think we'll just drop this here. I mean, they could be Oculus and not have a whole lot. I don't think I'm going to hold open Royal Treatment just for the Scavenger. Could get smited, could get losted. We don't know. Do nothing. 10 to 18. Picklock. Alright, so they are most likely Oculus type stuff. They didn't mill anything good to reanimate this turn. Yeah, you can reanimate Flesh Gorgers. They come in as the, what I call the full price side. I think Ivy's fine here. It doubles the Shelter by Ghosts next turn if we really need it to. Which is kind of cool. And we can still hold open Royal Treatment. We could even flash it in now if we really wanted to. If they block. I think that's fine. I think we'll burn it here. Should have actually targeted the Hall Creeper instead, I think. Because we won't get that trigger. Alright, bounce you. We do not want to have this one target Ivy. I think we'll just take the draw. Okay. Well, we're a little stuck on white. Blast. I don't know how I feel about that. With Archaeologists, at least they're moving slow. 0 Djinns, 0 Oculi. It's good for us. Fast lane. I guess we can play some stuff out before combat. Okay, get in there. Jump there. Moment of truth right now. They don't wait till end step. We could reveal more information. We can go land something else. But they're pretty confident this is what they want to do. To 15. Copy even of the target creature. I think we'll just take the counters for now. Still stuck on white, but this could be a big shelter turn if they finally do put something useful down. Do nothing. Alright. I think we will play the land. In case there's a Phantom Interference, so we want to play the Hull Creeper through. It could still blast. Maybe they'll level up Blast Zone and kill all our 2-drops. That'd be pretty sad. Okay, here we come. Manual taps. Nope. Decline. Do not copy. I mean, we're just getting to replay this and continue to get draws off of it. It's not that bad. Drop to 10. I think we'll still draw. That's a fun card. I think we'll just replay the creeper, though. Are they going to blast on us? XX, put 1 charge counter on it. They could blast on us. That's kind of annoying. Do they want to blast on us? I don't really want to play anything here. If we play a 1-drop, they can blast on all our 1-drops. If we play a 2-drop, they blast on all our 2-drops. None of those are particularly good for us. I think we're going to do nothing here. I really don't like this blast zone sitting out here. If we play the Hull Creeper, we put the counter on the Scavenger. It's still not great. It's kind of a bad bind. Blast zone is, let's see if they sweep the Scavengers here. Then they'd keep their Archaeologist as well. I don't like this card. Okay, they do charge it. So it does take 3 other mana. Another Blast Zone. Jeez. This 1 card is actually going to wreck us. So presumably they kill all our 2-drops here. Or our 1-drops. We're really kind of screwed. I suppose we can force them into a decision first by attacking. I mean, in theory, they want to do something here. Okay. Where's the blast zone going? Kill all of our 2-drops. So be it. Yeah, I mean, I guess we could pump a little more damage through here. Okay. I guess we do not have to pump the other one up. We'll definitely play a 2-drop. I'm not sure we play out the Rot Priest because that feels like the next thing to go. So we'll pump up the Hull Creeper. Yeah, I think we hold here. I mean, Blast Zone is very expensive. So if they want to spend their entire turn Blast Zoning, we can get pretty close to lethal off Shelter by Ghosts. They scoop. Okay. That was a bizarre game, Magic. I did not expect it to double blast on us, but okay. Yeah, so if you reanimate Flesh Gorgers, they do come back. More comments about me saying Overlord of the Belmerk is so bad. It is bad. I was going to make an entire video just on it, but I might be too lazy to do it. But I'll give you the gist. I'll give you the gist right now. So untapped.gg is not the end-all be-all. Like, not all the cards have sufficient stats to be conclusive. I don't only use that to make decisions. In fact, far from it. It is one piece of my decision-making when I'm deciding what cards to put in decks and what I think of decks and what I think of cards. You know, at the end of the day, it's not complete. And also, there are weird ways to look at data and statistics. And essentially, if you want to find a specific outcome, you often can interpret the data in such a way to reach that outcome. But one of the things I did attempt to use the data there to do is that you can search purely by card. You can just see win rates attached to cards, not in the context of any particular deck. So you can just see, okay, on the whole, you know, when someone plays this card in any deck, what win rates are tied to it. And so I just selected the 5 overlords, the white, blue, black, red, and green overlords, and ranked them by corresponding win rates. Hold on, what are we doing here? We kept the sand. We have nothing to do. On turn 1. And we're against mono red. We could combat research Swiftswear. If we can sequence, like, what do we want to do? A Scoundrel into Shelter by Ghosts? Maybe that's the way out. 1 toughness is not particularly enticing, I would say. Should we pretend to have something here? I'm thinking about it. Should I smite your creature? No. Oh, they're going for it anyway. You're very bold. Really? You're going to rage into my smite? Nah, just burst lightning. Fair enough. Down to 13. Not great. Skrelv. You would be a 2-2 with combat research. They already see the burst lightning. I think it's the Malcolm. I think Malcolm is the play. And if you rank all of them and you sort them by corresponding win rates, you do find that the Black Overlord is in fact the worst Overlord. I think by a good margin too. Ow. Oh, that's a lot of damage. But maybe all the removal is gone. And we can shelter by ghosts in peace. Here we go, baby. Ain't nothing but a peanut. What do we need here? We'll need more blue in general. Combat research will buff up the toughness a bit. We're going for it now. Because it's a legendary creature. It gets +1/+1 and ward. So it's got ward 3 on it. Draw a discard. Ooh, that's really good. If we just suit up Malcolm to the Sky, we basically win. They probably can never get through ward 3. So I think we can bin Skrelv. And everything else is useful. Next turn we'll shelter on top. Maybe drop the Hulk Creeper. Or just shove Rescue on it. That's important because it could turn us off life gain. But it's going to be too late because we're going to shelter up again, I think. Yeah, we could just suit this guy to the Sky. We're doing on colors. I think we're good here. We will lose a little life. Yeah, I think you just put it all here. Take the Nemesis for sure. Because that can actually be a pretty big issue for us. Okay, 6/3. Draw a discard. Probably don't need the next Raw Priest in general. Like, tracker plus draw is probably fine. I don't think we're going for the Raw Priest win here. It can be a great turn 1 card. I don't think we need it right now. Maybe we'll try to pull up the stats on the side. I think that'll destroy the music of the game. Ooh, I probably exit out of that tab. That was yesterday I was fooling around with that. I mean, we can block here. And probably should block. Because the Raw Priest is irrelevant towards our win con. It's just suit up one thing with Ward 5 and go to town. Full Price Frenzy. That's game. It's too late. Shelter by Goose. The killer of Mono Red. Ooh, another one. Let's go, baby. Do we already have a roll token? I don't think so. It's an 8/5. Let's go. Opponent does not scoop. More land. Fast land can go, I think. And we can hold open the tracker, I suppose. I don't think they get us dead from 14, though. Yeah, I wish I had the stats in front of me. Maybe I will still make a whole video on it. I'm very convinced it's the case. I don't know why you guys are defending the Black Overlord so hard. It's nothing to do with the color black. Obviously, black is one of the best decks in Standard right now. Mono black demons or Annex or whatever is extremely good. It has nothing to do with the color. It's just the Overlord. I think people like to play it in mill decks, but it returns the thing you might want to reanimate to your hand. You don't want to be doing that. It's not cohesive. Keep this. Right, the reason people don't play that... Ooh. Should we go Raw Priest game plan? Against Restless Reef. What do we want to do here? Well, next turn we'll probably play a Scavenger. I think we'll go one Scavenger here. And the next turn go Raw Priest, hold open Royal Treatment. Try to do it that way. If the first Scavenger dies, then so be it. Alright, they're holding open mana for us. We want double green here. Tempt this, hold open Royal Treatment. And then next turn, maybe Ivy, hold open Royal Treatment, depending on what they do. Let's see if it's nowhere to run. Otherwise, we'll be okay. One more turn. Get him for one. Oh, okay. Well, we can still hexproof through that, though it's a weird choice. I guess don't shuffle my Rot Priest away. Leaves us open to removal next turn, but what do you do? I think we'll put it here. I guess they haven't declared blocks yet. If they're going to trade, let them trade. I don't want to waste my counter there. Do you want to trade? You do want to trade. It's not a terrible outcome. 4 toughness survives nowhere to run. They need the land. Hopeless Nightmare. Happily discard this land. We'll keep the other playables. I mean, I'd love to pretend that I have something, but the reality is they can't cast anything anyway. So pretty safe to unload on them. It should not. I guess they get Flood Pits again? Yeah, that won't kill it though. But it does nullify the damage. Okay. Interesting. I mean, I guess they want to now use a different removal spell this coming turn. Like now they can go for the Throat the Rot Beast. I guess is why they did that. To save 1 point of Toxic, but if they had waited, they would have picked off one of our 2 other creatures. Anyway, the Overlord's weird because you mill stuff, and then you return a creature or planeswalker to your hand. That's the thing you most want to reanimate. Oh no, they bounce that stuff. That's weird. There goes my last card. Alright, that's fine. That's kind of sweet. In terms of damage, it only pumps out a little more damage. Pumps out 3 more damage this turn. It's quite a lot of toughness to add to something, though. I think I'm not going to push damage here. Fifth land. Where are we going with that? They want to kill Ivy. How many triggers do I get with this? You can copy it. We'd get 3. I think we would survive. Which means I want to put this on the Rot Priest, I think. In case they have another removal spell. And see if they respond here. Take the action. I get 1 trigger there. And then I get a second trigger here. So now it's got 4 toughness. I didn't put it on the Scavenger because they picked off the Scavenger in response and that first one would never enter the battlefield. So you wouldn't get that extra Scavenger trigger. Whereas the Rot Priest I thought would be more likely to survive. Okay, they bounce it, but running out of time, buddy. Yeah. I think we played this guy earlier, maybe. Should we do one more? What are we at? We're at like 29 minutes? You guys want one more? I'll give you one more. Hopefully it's not an embarrassing loss. We'll do it for the boys. It's for the boys. Anyway, I'm just trying to say that in like Sultai Reanimator, for example, Squirming Emergence, you're not playing the Black Overlord. You're instead playing the Pixie, because that mills 4 cards and then gets back an instant or sorcery. I think it's both. I forget. Maybe it's just instants, maybe instant or sorceries. That's perfect, because you want to keep the creatures in the graveyard, and you want the instants in your hand. You're doing the thing you want to be doing. Whereas the Overlord mills the creatures and then returns a creature, which is not really what you're trying to do most of the time. Okay, I'm running out of breath. We do have a 1-drop, and yeah, it's pretty sweet. It's mono red, we got Shelter. It is mono red. Okay, so we just find out we don't have any white in hand yet. That's okay. I didn't want to cast my spells. We'll do this instead. Oh boy. We need that white soon, or we are toasted. No blocks. I guess we'll flash in Malcolm. Oh, baby, we're so dead. Well, it'll be a quick last game. Ow. The double strike. Ooh, there it is. Beautiful. Just freaking beautiful. I mean, we got to go for it. It's got to get done. Let's go, baby. Give me that beautiful creature. Okay. 2 lifelink. 2 toxic. Cool. This coming turn, we'll see what we're feeling. They gonna suit this one up too? Looks like it. They want to. Let's see if they hit land as well. They do. They get to do all the things we're almost dead to. Let a land. What's the best thing to be doing here? I guess it's Malcolm, right? Take my lifelink. Thank you. We got a lot of blue in hand. Flash in Malcolm. I think it's the best thing. We have plenty of land to draw discard. Did I not cast that land last turn? Should we block this challenger? I kind of don't want to. I think they might not have anything though. Oof, I think I'm gonna go for it. I'm pretty sure they have nothing. I think I'm taking the block. Down to 7. That's a good card. We got the white. Ivy. Ow. Targets. That poison counter's going up. Hopefully it was worth all the pain land damage. It's a 3/3 lifelink. We go up to 8. Could still die this very turn. At least we got a blocker. Ivy might. Oh, we get the scoop. All right, we're through the 30-minute mark, I think. 32-25, 131 Mythic, crushing it with Bant, Toxic Enchantments. I think we'll call it there. I'll give you my big face for the end. Yeah, if you had a good time watching this video, you can like it, you can leave a comment, you can subscribe to the channel. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.